First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
Just sworn in, and President Trump signaled he's ready to issue a flurry of executive orders and directives. That includes a declaration of emergency on the border. Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley. The orders will reverse some policies from the Biden administration and add new policies. That includes increased military presence on the southern border, deportation raids, and more. Fox 4's Stephen Dial in the newsroom with the latest on executive orders signed this afternoon. Stephen.
The border was a big theme of President Trump's inauguration speech. Some of the orders are more ceremonial, others could face challenges in court.
First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
Minutes into Donald Trump being sworn in as the 47th president of the United States, he outlined his plan to fix the problems at the border. On his first day in office, President Trump will sign nearly a dozen executive orders addressing illegal immigration.
And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
Using the military is not illegal, but immigration attorney Raed Gonzalez told us the military is limited in what they can do.
And they can go to the border, but they cannot touch anybody. They cannot arrest anybody. They can be there and transport illegals and help with processes, but they cannot really interact with them unless it's time of war.
Mr. Trump is also directing Homeland Security and the Department of Defense to finish installing sections of the border wall. While the president promised mass deportation on the campaign trail, it did not come up in detail during his speech. He did speak on deporting criminals. Reports say raids could begin as early as Tuesday.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy.
He mentioned the deportation of criminals, a less controversial process. But Gonzalez says in recent years, it's come with some hurdles.
There's many of those criminals that we cannot deport because their home country does not want to accept them. At this time, I believe that those are going to be deported by force. And all of those are going to be the primary ones. And Homan has also said that with more probability, those are going to be the first ones.
Another campaign theme, ending birthright citizenship. It didn't come up in his speech. An action legal scholars say will require an amendment to the Constitution. If President Trump were to issue an order, it would quickly be met with legal challenges. He will also designate cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do.
Reports say Mr. Trump will name Governor Abbott's border czar Mike Banks to lead Customs and Border Protection. There's not been an official announcement by the Trump team, but senators like John Cornyn have already celebrated the news.